Okay, this is chapter 11, Puberty, from the first book of Christ for Atheists, available on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, or you can purchase the book through Amazon for $20. Chapter 11, Puberty. As I grew older and entered puberty, it became apparent that I was no longer in control of my emotions. If doing the right thing was measured by good behavior, I was probably okay. What haunted me was what was in my mind. It wasn't good, and it was focused primarily on women. In those days, Playboy gave you visuals to stimulate where stimulation wasn't necessary. But I was being raised with guilt. I confess to Almighty God and you, my brothers and sisters, that I have sinned through my thoughts and in my words, in what I have done and what I have failed to do. I could behave reasonably civil, but I have sinned through my thoughts. Every time I chatted with a developed girl or lady, I wondered what she would be like horizontally. Once I got to know them, then they became like sisters, and it didn't do anything for me. But initially, I had issues with wild and torrential thoughts. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. I have had thoughts of lust towards many women since my last confession 2 weeks ago. How many women, my son? 14. For penance, you will do 14 Hail Marys. I would have had an easier time if sinning didn't include thoughts. My penance was raising to an average of 10 Our Fathers, 15 Hail Marys, 5 Glory Be to the Fathers. It was tough. It was a tough time for a 15-year-old. Growing up wasn't easy, as I tried to be good, but in some cases I found it hard to believe that I was sinning when I didn't do anything wrong. Thoughts of lust, revenge, anger, resentment, jealousy were in my head, but I wasn't acting them out. I went along with trying to accept these rules because they didn't hurt me, and I believed having a good conscience was being helpful in living a good life. As I matured, my friends and I crossed the river to where the girls were prettier, the grass was greener, and the opportunities knocked. I met an angel across the river by the name of Nancy King. She was the marrying type and thought the world of me. I broke her heart and we moved on. Years later, I found out that she married, and I am sure that a girl like that would have had a happy life. I pray she did, because she deserved it. I moved on with a gang of shark-nosed, shrivel-eared, scabbered Sluthering sons of Skinnamaroos. Our purpose in life was to raise a little hell. There were nights that I couldn't remember with friends I'll never forget. Education wasn't a priority for me in those days, and I was only an average student, and I didn't think that I was smart enough to go to university. I proved myself wrong years later when I took university courses with people with university degrees and attained similar averages. A friend of mine went on to be a doctor. I could never learn all those Latin words. Take, for example, that doctor place, where the ambulance takes sick people. Oh yeah, hospital. My parents didn't discourage me from getting more education, but they didn't encourage me either. Looking back, I wish I had more education than my college diploma, because those that I know with more formal education appear to have a better insight and a broader view. And that's it.